This is George DIY, and in this video we have got the electric screwdriver versus the impact driver. And so on the display we've got today, we've got the Ferex 3.6 volt Leon screwdriver, and the impact driver that we've got to test against a screwdriver is the EID 18Li eBauer. The electric screwdriver is a cheap way of putting in screws without having to use a manual screwdriver. This is really good because it's motorised and it could make your job a lot easier. The impact driver is slightly more expensive, or a lot more expensive, but it's very good, and it's not only good for trade purposes, but it's also good for DIY, but you have to be doing quite a lot of it, because it's quite an expensive machine, but it will do a lot more than what the screwdriver will do, because you'll have certain limits with the screwdriver, whereas the limits won't be so apparent with this. This electric screwdriver is £12.99 at the moment, and it's very good value for money, whereas the impact driver, this particular eBauer one, it cost £119.99, so slightly less value for money, but it is an extremely good tool and your limitations won't be apparent. Ferex electric screwdriver comes in a fabric case, which is nice and durable for in-home storage, but maybe if you were going to store it in your garage, it'd be better to have a more rugged case, but it's good for home storage. And you've got a nice zip, and it just flips open like that, and you've got your electric screwdriver here, just laid. There's some straps there to strap it in, and you've got your micro USB charging cable, which I think most people have anyway, so I don't think you'll be needing that, and you can charge it in quite a lot of places, I should think, because you probably have micro USBs dotted around your house. And also you get some bits with it too, so you get Phillips head, flat heads, and you get some more Phillips heads and flat heads. You get some posi drive and star heads. You get an extension here, and a Phillips head 2 long bit, and a flathead long bit. The only problem is, as being demonstrated really, the bits can get stuck in there and they don't go in really well. You've got to give them a bit of a wiggle and slide them in. But that's it for the electric screwdriver. The eBauer impact driver comes in a nice sturdy case, and it's a lot bigger than that of the Ferex electric screwdriver, even when open. So, and it's very rugged, perfect for garage storage and general placing here and placing there purposes. So when you open it, it's got some nice feeling clips here. It just comes open, and you're presented with your instructions pocket up here, 3 bits. Down here you've got a battery charger and the impact driver. So that is quite a good combination, but you don't get that many bits with it, which is a bit unfortunate as you're paying a premium for this tool. But overall, it's very good. You've got nicely weighted tool here, and the battery charger, it's very good too. Nicely sized. Battery just slots on, as I'll demonstrate in the next part when we've got charging. And you just plug it in, not the micro USB, but it's very good. And you've got some hooks on the back if you wanted to hang it onto a wall of your garage or something like that. So that is very good. The bits that you've got here are posi drive 2 bits, and I don't think there's a lot more to be said about this. So charging the Ferrex electric screwdriver is relatively simple. You've got a cheap micro USB cable. It's quite long, so it'd be good enough for what you want to use it for. And all you do is you plug it in, and you plug it in again at the bottom of the screwdriver. This may not be good, as you could get sawdust or whatever stuck in the micro USB point, because there's no cover or anything, so that could be a problem. So up here you've got a battery indicator. Obviously it's charging at the minute, so you've got a red, an orange and a green at the top. So, and the battery indicator, you press the trigger on the drill, it tells you. So that is full charge, or near enough. I don't think it is particularly accurate from my use, but it's good enough for a cheap drill screwdriver battery indicator. For the battery, it's got a 2000 amp hour battery, or 2 amp hour battery, and it is good enough for jobs, but you might, for bigger jobs, you might want to put it on charge, but it takes 3 hours to charge. So it's whether you think that after that 3 hours has gone, you think, oh, I don't want to do this job anymore. Okay, with this, you can charge it with an ordinary phone micro USB charger. So you can plug it in to an ordinary USB here, and you can do the exact same thing and just plug it in, and it's probably a better fit. As you can see, it's charging. So with this impact driver, is incredibly easy to put on charge. So you've got the impact driver, and what you do is you push this lever down here and just slide the battery off like so. And when you go to charge it, you get the 3-pin plug or the adapter for your country, and you plug it in like so, and you just slide this on. There you go. It was in before, but I just didn't know. So this fan kicks in because it's got keep cool technology in the battery, and it may be distracting if you are going to charge it in your house, but it's ideal for charging it in the garage, because this only charges in 50 minutes from flat, which is a lot better from the 3 hours. Also, a big improvement with this Erbauer over the electric screwdriver is that you can purchase a second battery. Now this one is 4 amp hours, which is, one of these is double the one on the electric screwdriver, and these can be picked up for about £40 for this particular model in the UK. You've got a battery indicator on these batteries. You just click the battery on this particular model, and this one is fully charged, whereas this one, it should be on 1 bar. Yep, 1 bar. But that would take under 50 minutes to go right to full bars. So it would be ideal if you're working on a job and then it runs out of battery, you just swap the batteries over, and it's as easy as putting it back on. Accessories or stuff to make life easy. You've got a light on here, but when you're working, it's not exactly apparent. You've got a 1-speed trigger, so it's not a variable speed trigger where if you press it lightly it will go slow and then fast and then pretty fast, like really fast. And you've got a forward and reverse here, and I should think that's about it, with the battery indicator at the top. Driver, you have a light down here which is better for seeing around your workspace, and it is very bright, as you can see in the camera here, and you could easily see where you're drilling, like so. You've got a belt clip here to hang it on your belt like that, hang it on your belt using this. And you've got forward and reverse, probably as expected. It's brushless, which means it's got no brushes to repair and it's got less friction in the motor. And you've got a locking mechanism. So you put your bit in, then you lock it in, whereas the electric screwdriver is a magnet mechanism. On this, acts like an accelerator in a car, where the harder you press it, the more power goes to the bit holder. So if you want to drive in a screw really slowly, go slowly. If you want to drill it in fast, you can go fast. Right, so putting the Posi Drive 2 bit, this is just an example, into the impact driver is very simple. You just push this forward, that in, and lock it. So that's locked, so you won't come out because it's completely locked in there. Whereas this electric screwdriver, you've got a tiny bit that comes with it, Posi Drive 2 bit again, and it just magnetizes in there. This particular bit, it won't fit in the impact driver, so if you wanted to put a small bit into an impact driver, you'd need to get an extension if you don't already have one. Right, so we're gonna put some screws into here just to show you. This is a fence post, and it's the not rotten end of the fence post, so it should be pretty hard, and it should maybe conk out the electric screwdriver, just to show you that the impact driver is better. Right, so just put that in like that. It's just magnetic, so we'll put it next to the split, not through it. So we'll just put it in. Okay, right, it's going in now. So let's make sure it's straight. Right, that just stalled. We got it almost flush, but it didn't go in 100% straight. But we got it almost flush. This screw's got a bit of damage to it, so we'll see how the impact driver deals with it. So to put the bit into the impact driver, it locks in there. So you push this forward, let go, and that is 100% locked. No magnets, no nothing, just pure, it's locked in. Right, so the impact driver is designed for one-handed use, so it's a lot better when using it. It feels better in the hand too. Let's put it this side now. It's a lot better because this has one speed. It's a lot better for this sort of general. Right, it's going in now. Oh dear. That is the impact. So it's putting impact around the screw to put it in. Let's see if we can get it beyond flush. As you can see, we've buried it slightly. It would go a lot further, but that's just to show you the differences between the electric screwdriver and the impact driver. So 2 good tools. If you want value for money, go ahead and buy yourself an electric screwdriver. You get lots of bits with it. You get a good starter kit, and it's a good way it's a good way of getting screws in fast. I mean, that would do for most jobs. That is quite a small screw. That is just an example, so this could be capable of better or worse, and this is a lot better than this. If you're not sure between the two and you're doing light DIY, I'd say go and get yourself one of these. They're very cheap, and you can get lots of different examples. This Ferrex one is just one example. You can get a Parkside one. That's in Lidl UK. and that comes with a lot more accessories. But overall, it's got the same skin on it. It's just got a different brand. But this is good for medium to heavy DIY. And if you're going to be putting up a shed or putting up some decking, it's a really, really, really good buy, and it will soon pay for itself. And it's really good to have it around because it speeds jobs up a lot. So this is another example of the Ferrex in a different skin and a different brand. So you've got Parkside. It's in a slightly more rugged case. It's pretty much the same tool. You've got, I don't think there's much difference, but you get the bits with it. I think you get slightly more bits with this one. This one's a lot older. You get a torque setting here, and honestly, I don't know what some of it is, but you've got a right angle bit. And this one, it's a 9-volt adapter. It's a 9-volt charger, I think. And you've got a bit of a razor thing here. You've got a extension, and that's that. So out of the two, this one's I think £20, so it's slightly more money. But it depends what you want. But that's just another example. There's probably more examples of it out there, but that's it for the video today. Hope you have a nice day, and see you later.